The internet has exploded in ways no one saw coming. Cardi B and Kendrick Lamar, two names you'd never expect to clash. This brutally just went head-to-head in a moment so raw, so shocking that fans are still scrambling to piece together what really happened. One side says Cardi crossed every possible line. The other swears Kendricks.com, but Lethal Response exposed her in front of the entire hip-hop world. And now insiders are leaking whispers of private conversations, deleted DMIs, and explosive behind-the-scenes footage that might just change everything we thought we knew about these two icons. Social media is on fire with hashtag #CARDIVs Kendrick trending across every platform. As celebrities from @OffsetYRN to @Drake have allegedly dropped cryptic comments about the clash. But was this just a heated moment gone wrong? Or are we witnessing the start of a full-blown war that could split hip-hop in half forever? The story begins not in a recording studio or on a stage, but on Lena's single video clip that spiraled into one of the most explosive cultural meltdowns in years. It all started late one Friday night when an Instagram Live went viral, showing Cardi B making comments that many fans instantly believed were aimed directly at Kendrick Lamar. In the clip, Cardi laughs while calling out lyrical rappers who think they're better than everybody, but can't make a hit to save their life. She doesn't name names, but the internet didn't need her to. Within minutes, Twitter, now X, was flooded with posts tagging Kendrick, with fans writing things like, @IamCardib just came for Kendrick. This gone and bad, hashtag #CARDIVs, Kendrick Cardi, you really don't want that smoke with K. The speculation caught fire when an old interview of Cardi resurfaced. In it, she had previously admitted she sometimes felt looked down on by conscious rappers who act like they're on another level. That single clip, paired with her new Instagram Live moment, was enough to ignite a full-blown storm. But here's where it gets wild. According to one alleged insider, Kendrick himself was watching the live stream in real time. Screenshots supposedly show Kendrick in the comment section under a burner account, typing, "Careful. Energy always returns." Though unverified, the screenshots spread like wildfire, with fans zooming in, analyzing fonts, and swearing it was his secret profile. From there, hip-hop bloggers pounced. Academics posted a fiery breakdown claiming Kendrick was plotting a surgical response to Cardi's shade. Others insisted Kendrick wouldn't even acknowledge her because his style is too strategic. But within 24 hours, the situation escalated. A backstage video from an event in Los Angeles leaked onto Reddit, showing Kendrick and Cardi in the same building and what looked like a heated exchange. In the blurry clip, you can hear Cardi's unmistakable Bronx voice shouting, "Say it with your chest, Kendrick. Stop acting like you above everybody." The camera pans to Kendrick, who appears calm but deadly serious, replying with, "Respect is earned, not shouted." That one line sent chills through fans. People immediately began posting captions like, "Cardi barking, Kendrick just dropped a life lesson. This man is different. Hashtag #CARDIVs Kendrick. Imagine yelling at Kendrick Lamar and he just humbles you with a proverb." By the next morning, the internet was completely divided. Cardi's fans rushed to defend her, saying she had every right to call out the elitism in hip-hop. Kendrick's supporters, on the other hand, framed him as a calm assassin, a man who doesn't raise his voice but destroys with a sentence. Then came the bombshell. TMZ published a report claiming multiple witnesses confirmed Cardi and Kendrick were in each other's faces, and security had to step in to prevent it from going physical. According to one source, Cardi even threw her shoe, though whether it hit anyone remains unconfirmed. Memes exploded across Twitter, with fans joking Cardi B's shoe has more hit records than half the game. While fans laughed, industry insiders weren't joking. One producer close to Kendrick allegedly told a private Discord group that Kendrick took that personally and was now preparing a masterpiece of response. Another insider from Cardi's camp shot back, claiming Cardi was ready to drop names on a record that'll have the whole industry panicking. At this point, hashtag #CardiVsKendrick had over 6 million tweets in less than 48 hours. Celebrities started weighing in too. At Nickamini liked a shady post that read, "Some people should remember who really runs this rap thing. That Offset, we're on Cardi's husband." Posted a cryptic video of himself smoking silently with the caption, "Don't poke the bear." Fans couldn't tell if he was warning Kendrick or mocking him, but what shook fans the most was a mysterious Instagram story from Kendrick's official account. It was just a black screen with one sentence, "Truth don't need a beat." That line alone became a viral phenomenon. Within minutes, TikTok users were remixing it, fans were tattooing it, and Twitter was convinced Kendrick was ready to lyrically obliterate Cardi. Still, Cardi didn't back down. Hours later, she went live again, this time visibly furious, yelling at fans spamming Kendrick's name in her chat. "Y'all want me to bow down to him? Y'all think because he used big words, I'm supposed to feel small? Nah, baby. I'm Cardi B. I stand on my own 2 feet." The internet exploded once more. Supporters praised her for standing up for herself. Detractors mocked her for begging for smoke with the one rapper you don't want it with. One fan summed it up perfectly. "This ain't just a clash. This is hip-hop history being written in real time." And as more leaked footage and rumors started circulating, it became crystal clear. This wasn't ending anytime soon. The only question left was, who would make the first move on wax? Would Cardi double down with a direct diss track? Or would Kendrick unleash the kind of response that could end careers overnight? The world waited, and then something dropped that no one was ready for. If part 1 was the spark, part 2 was the explosion. The internet was barely recovering from the leaked backstage footage when Cardi B shocked the world by dropping what fans are already calling one of the boldest live freestyles of her career. Late Sunday night during a surprise appearance at a New York club, Cardi grabbed the mic and went off for nearly 2 minutes in front of a packed, screaming audience. And while she never mentioned Kendrick's name directly, the crowd and later, the internet knew exactly who she was aiming at. She rapped lines like, "Y'all actin' holy, but pockets look thin talking 'bout kings, but can't get a win." The crowd erupted, chanting her name while cameras captured every second. Within minutes, the freestyle was clipped, posted, and shared across TikTok X and Instagram with the hashtag #CARDI shots. Fans went crazy with one viral post reading, "Cardi just torched Kendrick live. This is the start of something ugly. Hashtag Cardi v Kendrick." But what happened next took things from heated to nuclear. Insiders claim that Kendrick Lamar's camp wasn't just watching from afar, they were recording their response in real time. According to a now viral thread from hip-hop insider at Raplex, Kendrick was in the studio that same night with producers who allegedly told him, "This one can't wait. The streets need it now." Sure enough, less than 24 hours later, a mysterious snippet appeared online. The audio, only about 30 seconds long, featured Kendrick's unmistakable voice saying, "Queens throw shoes. Kings throw kingdoms." Fans immediately linked the line to Cardi's alleged shoe-throwing incident backstage. Was it real? Was it AI generated? No one knew for sure, but the internet ran with it. Within hours, Twitter timelines were filled with fans dissecting the snippet. This man really just ethered Cardi with one line. At Kendrick Lamar, hashtag #CARDIVs Kendrick, "If this is AI, it's still better than half the industry." The uncertainty only fueled the drama. Cardi, meanwhile, didn't back down. She went live again, calling out the snippet directly. "If that's him, cool. Drop the whole track. Don't hide behind leaks. Stand on it." The back and forth turned into a frenzy of conspiracy theories. Some claimed Kendrick himself intentionally leaked the snippet to test reactions. Others argued rival rappers were fanning the flames, trying to pit Cardi and Kendrick against each other for clout. At Drake, notably, posted a cryptic laughing emoji on his story, just as the snippet went viral. Something fans instantly interpreted as shade. But the most shocking twist of all came from an unexpected corner: Cardi's husband. At Offset Wyron, just as Cardi was doubling down, Offset dropped a video on Twitter where he seemed frustrated and conflicted. In the clip, he mutters, "Why we even beefin' with Kendrick? This ain't smart." Before cutting the camera, fans immediately began speculating. Was Offset trying to protect Cardi? Or was he worried about the blowback this feud could cause for their family? The industry itself started to fracture. DJs on Hot 97 and Power 105 openly debated the feud, with some siding with Cardi's boldness and others saying Kendrick was too dangerous lyrically to battle. One host even said, "Cardi better hope this don't turn into another control moment." We all saw what Kendrick did to the whole rap game back then. Meanwhile, TikTok creators began fanning the flames further. Users stitched Cardi's freestyle with Kendrick's alleged snippet, adding captions like, "This is war." The sound quickly hit over 3 million plays in a matter of hours. Then another bombshell dropped. An alleged leaked DM surfaced between Cardi and Nicki Minaj, where Cardi supposedly wrote, "I might just end his Lil conscious preacher career." Though unverified, the screenshot reignited old rivalries, with fans asking whether Nicki was secretly encouraging Cardi to take Kendrick down. And Nicki didn't deny ITI, she simply posted a picture of herself laughing, which sent her fan base, the Barbs, into overdrive. As this unfolded, Kendrick's silence grew louder. He didn't address Cardi directly, but one of his closest collaborators, at SOUNWAVETDE, tweeted a chilling line, "When you write with fire, some pages burn forever." Fans interpreted it as confirmation that Kendrick was, in fact, preparing a diss track so monumental it could permanently scar Cardi's reputation. Even Cardi's allies started to worry. Rumors swirled that Atlantic Records executives had called her privately, urging her to be cautious. One alleged leak claimed the label is nervous because if Kendrick drops a scorched earth record, Cardi's image could take a serious hit. Still, Cardi doubled down, tweeting, "I ain't scared of nobody. I built this from the ground up and I'm gonna protect mine every single time. Don't let nobody act like they better than you just cause they rhyme different." Hashtag Cardi B. Hashtag CARDIV's Kendrick. The internet exploded all over again. Fans praised her for being fearless, while others begged her to back off before it was too late. And then came the twist that absolutely no one expected. In the middle of all the chaos, a private video surfaced allegedly showing Cardi and Kendrick in the same room just hours after her freestyle. In the video, Cardi looks furious, pointing at Kendrick while Kendrick, cool as ice, says, "History will remember who stood tall and who fell loud." Security quickly ushered them apart. But that one sentence sent shivers down the internet's spine. The clip went viral instantly, sparking even more frenzy. Fans compared it to classic rap rivalries Pac versus Biggie, Jay-Z versus Nas, saying, "We might be on the brink of hip-hop's next legendary feud." By now, hashtag Cardi's Kendrick wasn't just trending, it was dominating global headlines. Everyone wanted to know, would Kendrick actually drop a diss track? And if he did, would Cardi even survive the lyrical storm that was surely coming her way? One thing was certain, this wasn't ending quietly. The stage was set for an all-out war. And just when fans thought they'd seen it all, a shocking insider leak suggested Kendrick's first diss was already finished and set to drop any moment. If the leaked backstage clip and Cardi's freestyle were nuclear bombs, then part 3 is where the fallout began. It spread faster than anyone could have imagined. Because on Monday night, in the middle of all the speculation, Kendrick Lamar finally broke his silence. Not with a tweet, not with an interview, but with a leaked verse that insiders say was never meant to see daylight. It started when DJ Academics posted a 45-second snippet on his live stream, claiming it came directly from someone inside Kendrick's camp. In the snippet, Kendrick's voice could be heard with laser-sharp precision. "Queens get loud. Kings right to fate. I don't clap back, I demonstrate." The internet exploded instantly. Fans were screaming that Kendrick had just obliterated Cardi in a single couplet. The snippet racked up over 1 million views in less than an hour, with comments like, "Brew. He just put Cardi in the dirt with 2 bars, hashtag Kendrick, VSARDI. This ain't even the full track and she's already done." But this wasn't just about lyrics, it was about the delivery. Kendrick's tone was calm, almost surgical, like he wasn't wasting energy on rage. He sounded like a man dissecting, not attacking. That demeanor sent a message. He didn't see Cardi as competition, but as a distraction. Cardi, of course, wasn't about to let that slide. Within 2 hours of the snippet going viral, she went live on Instagram again, pacing back and forth with Offset in the background, clearly frustrated. "If you gonna talk slick, drop the whole thing. Don't be scared," she shouted into the camera. Fans flooded the comments with laughing emojis, fire emojis, and hashtag CARDIV's Kendrick hashtags. Offset could be heard muttering, "This ain't smart," before Cardi cut him off and yelled, "Nah, we ain't backing down from nobody." That live itself became its own viral clip, pulling in over 600,000 views before it ended. And just when it seemed the feud couldn't get any hotter, another twist emerged. A mysterious SoundCloud account under the name Mr. Morale 225 dropped a full 3-minute track that sounded eerily like Kendrick tearing into Cardi. Lines included, "Clout chasing queens can't match my throne. This ain't a playground. This kingdom grown." Was it real? Was it A? No one knew. The quality was so crisp, so believable, that even die-hard fans couldn't decide. Some swore it was a leaked rough cut of Kendrick's actual diss, while others insisted rivals were using deepfake technology to escalate the feud. Hip-hop outlets fanned the flames even harder. Hot 97's at Abro tweeted, "If that track's real, Cardi better regroup QUICK. This is ugly." The Shade Room posted a side-by-side of Cardi and Kendrick with the caption, "So this is where we are now. Hashtag Cardi vs Kendrick." Cardi fired back almost immediately. In a fiery tweet, she wrote, "Stop playing with me. Y'all keep dropping fake tracks like that's supposed to scare me. I've been built for this industry. Don't let nobody try to play like I ain't a boss out here. Hashtag Cardi B." Her words lit the internet on fire, but behind the scenes, the tension was dead serious. An alleged Atlantic Records email leaked to @RapRadar claimed execs were panicking. According to the document, damage control is necessary. If Kendrick officially drops, Cardi's market value could take a significant hit. We need strategies. But while labels fretted, fans turned the feud into entertainment. TikTok was flooded with edits, clips of Cardi throwing her shoe mashed up with Kendrick's calm verses. Comedy skits where people pretended to be Cardi trying to argue with Kendrick. And even AI-generated mashups of their voices battling each other in rap verses. Still, the most shocking reaction came not from a fan, but from another rapper. Megan Thee Stallion posted a cryptic story on IG, showing herself listening to music with the caption, "Lyrical slaughter greater than loud chatter." Fans immediately speculated that Megan was siding with Kendrick, which sparked another wave of chaos. Cardi's fans flooded Megan's comments, accusing her of betrayal, while Kendrick's supporters declared it proof that the industry was lining up behind him. Meanwhile, Kendrick remained quiet publicly. No tweets, no lives, nothing. Just silence. But silence, in this case, was deafening. His collaborators kept dropping hints, though. Producer Soundwave liked a tweet that said Cardi poked a sleeping dragon. TDE engineer Derek Ailey posted a cryptic photo of studio speakers with the caption, "Loading." It all pointed to one inevitable conclusion. Kendrick was preparing something massive. Cardi, however, wasn't finished. Reports surfaced that she'd been spotted leaving a studio in New Jersey at 4 a.m., with insiders claiming she was working on a nuclear response track. A friend of Cardi's allegedly told gossip site Hollywood Unlocked, "She's not just going to rap about him, she's going to expose him. She's got receipts." Fans couldn't believe it. What receipts could Cardi possibly have on Kendrick Lamar? one of hip-hop's most private and respected figures. The theories ran wild. Some said she had proof of industry feuds. Others claimed it was about Kendrick's personal life. A few even speculated Cardi would drag his family into the mix, something fans warned would be career suicide. The internet was now treating this like a heavyweight boxing match. Memes compared Cardi to Mike Tyson swinging wildly while Kendrick played Floyd Mayweather, dodging every blow with patience. Hashtags like hashtag Kendrick dodges everything and hashtag CARDIVS KDOT trended simultaneously, and then came the leak that made the entire hip-hop world gasp. According to @DJ Vlad, a private listening session had just gone down in Compton, where Kendrick played a finished diss track for a small circle of friends. One insider allegedly told him it's not just about Cardi. He's about to expose the whole industry. This revelation blew everything wide open. Fans realized this wasn't just Cardi versus Kendrick anymore. It was turning into something much bigger. A storm was brewing, and Cardi had unknowingly positioned herself right in the center of it. By the end of part 3, the internet wasn't just asking if Kendrick would respond, they were asking when, and how devastating it would be when he finally pulled the trigger. The tension was unbearable, the stakes higher than ever, and everyone was bracing for the next bomb to drop. If the first 3 acts of this feud were explosive, part 4 is the aftermath of a nuclear detonation the night the world finally got what it had been waiting for: Kendrick Lamar's full response. The track dropped without warning at 11:59 p.m. on a Thursday night. No promotion, no teaser, no rollout, just a simple upload to all streaming platforms titled Crown Control. Within minutes, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram were on fire. Hashtags like hashtag Crown Control, hashtag Kendrick V's, CARDI, and hashtag KDOT response trended globally. The song itself, a ruthless 5-minute lyrical dissection. Kendrick didn't yell. He didn't scream. He didn't even raise his voice. His delivery was chillingly calm, like a surgeon cutting open a wound with precision. Fans swore they'd never heard him sound this sharp before. Some of the most quoted lines included Queen's chase likes. I'm chasing legacies. They dance for applause. I build legacies. And the most brutal? You throw shoes and clubs. I throw culture in motion. I don't argue with chaos. I cause devotion. The internet exploded. Fans couldn't believe how methodical it was. He didn't just clown Cardi. He elevated himself above the entire conversation, framing her as noise while positioning himself as the voice of a generation at Complex. Tweeted Kendrick just ended Cardi with grace. This is lyrical annihilation without a curse word. Academic screamed on his livestream, NAH. This man didn't even sweat. Cardi, done. Done, pack it up. But it wasn't just about bars. The production itself was cinematicized with orchestral strings, heavy drums, and background chants that gave the track a larger-than-life energy. It sounded like a final judgment being handed down from a throne. And then came the twist. In the last 40 seconds of the track, Kendrick stopped rapping. Instead, he spoke directly into the mic. This ain't about one person. This is about an industry that rewards noise over substance. If you feel hit, it's 'cause you stand where the bullet's aimed. The message was clear. Cardi wasn't his only target. She was just the symbol of a larger problem in hip-hop. Fans and critics instantly compared this to his infamous Control verse act. This time, he wasn't naming names. He was daring anyone in the industry to feel offended. Within an hour of release, Crown Control had over 10 million streams on Spotify. YouTube uploads of the audio racked up millions more. The internet was split in two. Those who thought Cardi should never respond, and those begging her to clap back immediately. Cardi, of course, chose the latter. At 3 a.m., barely 3 hours after Kendrick's track dropped, Cardi went live again, this time in a studio, surrounded by engineers and producers. She looked furious, pacing, yelling into her phone camera, "Y'all want war? Oh, I'm gonna give y'all war." He think he's so calm and collected, but wait till y'all hear what I got for him. He ain't the only one with stories to tell. Fans flooded the comments with fire emojis, laughing emojis, and disbelief. Some begged her not to respond. Others egged her on. And then came the bombshell. Cardi previewed 20 seconds of her own diss track live. The snippet was raw, unpolished, but direct. One line in particular had everyone losing their minds. "You king of the West, but you hide in the dark. Even legends fall when I aim for the heart." It wasn't just aggressive, it was personal. Rumors swirled instantly that Cardi was planning to drag Kendrick's private life into the spotlight. Twitter was flooded with speculation about what secrets Cardi might have. Could she really have dirt on Kendrick Lamar, a man known for keeping his personal life away from the public eye? Insiders claimed Cardi's track was tentatively titled Red Shoe Diaries, a reference to her infamous shoe-throwing incident, but flipped into a metaphor for throwing shots at fake idols. Audacity alone had the internet spiraling. Meanwhile, reactions from other celebrities started pouring in. J. Cole liked a fan tweet that read, "Kendrick handled that like a king." Fans instantly took this as Cole siding with Kendrick, reigniting speculation of an unspoken alliance between the two lyrical giants. Nicki Minaj, however, posted a cryptic laughing emoji on her story, which many fans interpreted as shade at Cardi. By Friday morning, it wasn't just fans arguing online. News outlets like Rolling Stone, Billboard, and TMZ were all covering the feud like it was a national scandal. One Billboard article even ran the headline, "Cardi versus Kendrick, Hip-Hop's Civil War of 2025. The public was divided. Some felt Cardi had overstepped by even entering the lyrical battlefield against Kendrick. Others admired her bravery, saying she was one of the only artists bold enough to go toe-to-toe with him. But then another twist emerged. A leaked text thread allegedly between Cardi and Offset surfaced on Twitter. In it, Offset supposedly warned her, "This not the fight you want. He different? Don't do it," Cardi's alleged reply. Nah, I ain't bowing down to nobody. They gonna respect me, whether real or fake." The leak added fuel to the fire. Fans couldn't stop talking about the possibility that even Cardi's husband thought she was out of her depth. The feud was no longer just music. It was spiraling into family, industry, politics, and personal reputations. The stakes had never been higher. And then came the most shocking claim yet. Gossip blogger Tasha K went live and alleged Cardi had explosive information about Kendrick's past dealings with major labels and even hinted at relationship secrets that could shake his image. Fans didn't know whether to believe her. But the rumor alone was enough to throw gasoline on the flames. By the end of Part 4, the internet was in total chaos. Cardi promised her diss track would drop within 48 hours. Kendrick's Crown Control was already being hailed as one of the most savage lyrical takedowns in recent history. The hip-hop world wasn't just watching anymore, they were bracing for impact. The cliffhanger was set. Would Cardi really go through with exposing Kendrick? Would the industry rally behind her or abandon her? And most importantly, what would happen if she actually crossed the line? This Cardi B versus Kendrick Lamar clash has the entire internet in absolute meltdown. And one thing is certain, this storm is far from over. Fans are already predicting the next round of shots. Insiders are warning about unreleased tracks that could expose the deepest secrets. And hip-hop legends are quietly taking sides behind the scenes. The energy is electric, the stakes are higher than ever. And the world is waiting to see who will deliver the knockout blow. So here's the question. Are you Team Cardi, who refuses to back down no matter the cost, or Team Kendrick, the lyrical assassin who's built his empire on surgical takedowns? Drop your side in the comments because trust me, this battle is writing the next chapter in hip-hop history. Stay locked in, because the next twist could break the internet all over again. Hashtag CARDIB, hashtag Kendrick Lamar, hashtag hip-hop drama, hashtag beef alert. Hashtag beef alert.